Hi Stampers, this is Sarah with StinkingCuteCards.com, and I have the first installment of your Incolor Club for 2022. So thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a great session and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's show you what you're getting in your July order. You will get the Cup of Tea stamp set. You will get the Orchid Oasis stamp pad, as well as the Orchid Oasis blends and the a full pack of the 2022 to 24 Incolor cardstock, so that you'll have a nice assortment of everything. So here is the fun part. We are going to put together your cards, and in your packets you also received a packet for 3 cards, so we'll be putting those together. Some of the things in your PDF that you received as part of the club, I listed some of the other supplies that I used when making these cards. So if you're interested in making additional cards, you can go ahead and get those if you need them, or work from there. So a couple of things that housekeeping things that I think you need to know. You're going to need dimensionals, as well as your adhesive of choice, glue dots and green glue or snail or some kind of adhesive is what you're going to need. You also will need a memento pad. And I find because these are photopolymer, it's not as critical because you can probably stamp the die cuts, but it's good to have a stamparatus or some kind of a stamp positioning tool if you have, if you have one. That does make life a lot easier. Also, this time in this session, I did not include the teacup dies because some of the other things that we had, it just got a little too cost prohibitive, and so I did not include it because you don't actually need it with the cards that I'm designing, since I'm doing all the die cutting for you. But if you would like to have this one, let me know and I can get you that at the discounted bundle pricing. We can get that ordered up for you and get that out to you. It's a nice little stamp set, or die set. It does coordinate with all of the images that we are in that set. I think it's nice to have it, but again, you wouldn't have to have it. So let's put these together. Following your directions, it's nice to have those printed off. Let's grab the easy one first. Let's see what we got here. Oops, I got little flowers. So let me show you how to do this. Let's start with the super easy one. All right, so let's go ahead and put together this first card for you. This is the card base. Here is layer 1, and here is your inside layer, as well as layer 2 and layer 3. So first on up is we are going to take the layer 1 and we're going to randomly stamp our flowers on the bottom here. Just make a little path of flowers. And again, we're going to do that up here on the top. Okay. All right. Using your adhesive of choice, adhere layer 2 to the card base right here like that. Okay, and then this one gets attached to the card base with dimensionals. So finding my dimensionals, we're going to add those. A take your pick tool is also probably a good thing to have, and a scissors, obviously. So let's just go ahead and add those. All right. All right, and then this is a piece of basic white cardstock that I have die cut with all that die, and we're gonna do Take Care of Yourself. And that is going to be stamped in the Orchid Oasis. Okay. And then this one is also going to be dimensionaled off the cardstock. All right. Okay. And then this is your inside layer. You can stamp and, you know, do whatever you want on this one. I think it would be advantageous just to go ahead and stamp some cute little flowers on the bottom again. Kind of give it a border of flowers. Okay. And we're going to add that to the inside layer. And you have completed your first card. Super simple, but really quite cute and fun. Again, this layout, this sketch is fun. You could put the little teacup here instead. So do some more of that sketch because it is actually pretty cool. All right, moving on. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so this is your card base. It's the Orchid Oasis cardstock. Just your typical cardstock fold. All right, we have a sweet sorbet layer, which is layer 1. It is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Basic white cardstock that is embossed with the stripes folder. That is 3 inches by 4 1/4. This is your inside layer. We have designer paper, the Tea Boutique DS designer paper. And then this is going to be like here like this. And we have the heart and home doily. Yeah, we should have had a heart and home doily. Did I forget to throw that in? Oh, zoinks. That's bad. Oh, here it is. Phew. All right. This is heart and home doily that I have cut. And then this is die cut as well. So go ahead and pick those out. This is layer 6 is this one. Here's layer 7. And then we have the tea bag die. And then we also have the layer for the inside. We have a little bit of basic white twine. So let's put this together. I'm adhering layers 1 to 5 to the card base. So we're just going to add layer 1 and 2 to the card base. We're going to go 3. And 4. And then add layer 5. Ah. All right, so that is 1 through 5. Then we're going to adhere layer 7 to 6 or 6 to 7, whatever way you want to go. And I have found either the green glue works really well for adding this. You could use the adhesive sheets. Those work really well. I often like just I like using a silicone mat and a sponge and some green glue. That's what you can do. Is add some green glue to the back of this and adhere that to number 6. Okay, and then this is going to be attached to the card base with dimensionals. Okay, now is the fun part. Okay, so this is going to be here, and I have given you the negative space from the die cut. Let me show you how easy it is to get these positioned up when you're using the Stamparatus. Okay, so what you're going to do is make sure that you use the foam, because these are the photopolymer. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we're going to ink it up. So you have that. Now we're going to take our negative space and adhere it to our card or our Stamparatus and put the die cut right here in that opening. So now when I ink it up, and I want to be careful that I don't get the center. I have that all perfectly lined up. It works pretty slick. All right, let's add the It's Time for Tea, or I Just Can't Thank You Enough. Either one of those would be cute. I Just Can't Thank You Enough is pretty sweet. Let's do that one. Okay. And we can just put that right there in the center. I just can't thank you enough. All right, and then adding this, what I found to do is I'm going to put my string in the back, and then I did cover it with a dimensional because that will help trap it and keep it from pulling out. Okay. And then this is going to get put right here. I just can't thank you enough. And we're going to attach that to the back there. You can use like a glue dot or a dimensional. I'm just going to try to stick that in behind there. So again, that it stays put. There we go. So that's that. We're going to add the inside. And again, you can, stamp whatever you want on the inside. You can do another teacup. You could do some of the larger, again, the flowers would be cute. I could do another one of those because those were easy. So that is your second card. Alrighty, let's move on to the third one. Here's your third one for the Orchid Oasis. This one's a little more involved. I usually try to start easy and then move up to things that are, easy, medium, a little bit harder. This isn't difficult, but it's, a little bit more. So, all right, so we are going to get rid of some of these pieces. You have your card base, and we have layer 1. Layer 1, we have layer 2. This is the Tea Boutique designer paper. We have a little strip of basic black cardstock. That's layer 3. This is layer 4. We've got layer 5. Layer 5. We have layer 6, layer 7, and layer 8. So let's go ahead and put these together. I did give you a little extra piece of cardstock in here just in case, you're missing some of your flowers and you do happen to have the die cut set and it's easier for you. By all means, go ahead and, use that if you'd rather. It's entirely up to you. So we are going to adhere layers 1 to 3 to the card base. So I'm going to start with the designer paper, adhering that to the Orchid Oasis that is colored with the time-worn or embossed with the time-worn type folder, and that is going to be added to our card base. This one is the layer 4. This one is die cut with a tailor-made take, and then I embossed it with a time-worn type, and I'm going to attach that with dimensionals to the card base. Okay. All right. Then I am going to grab layer 7, which is the teacup. And I'm going to show you a hack just in case you don't have a stamp positioner. You should. Everybody needs one. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. We can make this work. I forgot to add the basic black. So I'm going to trim the ends. I'm going to banner the ends here. And add that too. So that's 1 through 3. 1, 2, and 3. This one goes right here on the edge. All right. All right, let's add that back on. There we go. Oh, phew. Disaster averted. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you a hack just in case you don't have a Stamparatus or some other stamp positioning tool. Because these are photopolymer, you can probably get this to line up without a whole lot of effort, especially if you take a light color as a base and then use your dark color. I'm going to ink this up with Memento. And then looking down through the actual stamp itself, you probably can get that pretty close to what I did with the stamp positioner because they're photopolymer. Okay. And then you're going to grab your Orchid Oasis blend. And I mind. And I chose to use the dark. And I'm going to just color in these images. Okay. All right. All right, and that is going to be adhered to layer 4 to your tag with dimensionals again. So I'm just going to add that right about here, right there in the center. Super cute, hey? All right, so then this is just, I mean, I left you the negative if you wanted to use your stamp positioner, if you didn't want to wing it like I did. If you wanted to actually have it perfectly lined up, you could have used that. So I'm just going to toss that for now. All right, next is the green. And again, you can use your stamp positioner. I'm going to wing it. And this one is also in black. This one isn't quite as easy, I don't think. Yeah, not too bad. We're going to wing it. Not too bad. Haha. All right. That is going to get added, adhered to layer 4 right here. So again, so it looks like a bunch of little stems. This is cute just the way it is, but let's go ahead and add some flowers. And I am going to use a stamp positioner for this one because there's a lot of little pieces. So let's get rid of the black here. I'm going to put that away. Okay. So again, I'm going to take my stamps and just lay that on the paper and ink it up. All right. So I'm inking that up, shutting the gate, opening it back up. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to line that up so that they are lined up. Okay. Okay, then these are going to go in your openings. And again, this is where I said, you know, if you've misplaced a few of these pieces or if they've happened to wander and you have the die set, by all means, just go ahead and use that. I'm going to grab a Stamparatus. Not Stamparatus, your stamp positioning tool is the bomb diggity when it comes to things like this because they're easy to put those into the openings and get them out. Okay. That one goes over here. And I think I'm missing a couple here. We should find them. Like I said, if you can't find them, you might, oh, there's one in the little case. There's one in there. I tried really hard to make sure you had them all. I'm missing one of the bigger ones. Yeah, no worries. It'll show up. Okay. So then just go ahead and stamp those. And they are perfectly lined up. Okay. So now what I found works really slick is to go ahead and use your adhesive, your green glue, and just put a dab of glue where you want it to go. Do one here on the end. We can do another one over here. And let's do a fourth one over here. All right. Using your, take your pick tool, you can get those lined up. All right, so that is your third. Oh, there it is. Found it. See, I told you it was going to show up. And I forgot to put the other thing in here too. So let's get this one in here. That one looks like it should go right here. All right. And adding some more glue, we're going to put that one right here. Okay. And then of course I have a little knot of the black gingham, which is just Stinkincute with this stuff, this whole suite of products. And we're just going to add that right here. And using a glue dot, or again, there is a little hole if you want to pop that out. I didn't, but that goes right there, and that will be, oh, nice try, Sarah. Again, I'm rushing it. We need to have the saying. We're going to use the friendship saying. And we're going to do that in black as well. Thank you for your friendship. And that's going to get stamped right on here. And I'm going to flag the ends. I'm going to go the other direction from the black one this time. And I'm going to put a dimensional on this end and tape on that end so that it's all in the same plane. Dimensional on this end. Tape on that one. And we have a really stinking cute little card. I think this is my favorite so far. Adorable. So that's the next one. Super cute and fun and ready to go. So we will have another 3 cards coming to you. You should be getting your Incolor shipments. If you don't already have them, they should be coming here in the next few days. So thanks again, Stampers. And if you need more information, if you're just happening on this video and not part of my rewards club, reach out to me, and or not my rewards club, my Incolor club. If you're not part of the Incolor club and want to be, please let me know and we can get you started. So thanks again, Stampers. Toodles, my friends.